All right. So someone has made a 11th anniversary campaign thing for Dokkan Battle. Granted, we're in August, so we won't know when this happens because we're in August and we won't know until January of 2026. But let's see what Bro cooked up for this one. So obviously, with this one, it is a Planet Namek anniversary that they're suggesting. So um, I'm assuming this is a Goku that starts as Kaioken that transforms into Super Saiyan Goku, and a Final Form Frieza. Goku's a Carnival, so Carnival LR and Frieza. Final Form Frieza's a LR Dokkan Fest. The easy A's for this one would be Cooler's Revenge Goku and Final Form Cooler. Super easy A would be Frieza, the transforming Frieza that we got a while ago, which could happen. The second part would be Goku and Bardock that tag out, and then the Goku and Bardock would be Dokkan Fest, and then a Frieza that switches into Cooler would be the Carnival, Meta Cooler, and Goku and Vegeta. Easy A, and then the transforming Goku would extreme easy A, super easy A. Sorry. And then part three, the final part of it would just be easy A's for stuff. So what are these? The ninth year Annies would get their easy A's, which would be pretty good. And then Bardock would get a super easy A, which I mean could work. So get new stages for this stuff. New story event. I'm assuming. You'd probably be free, and it would be LR Dende or something. I don't know what Bro was doing with the last part because I don't think Dende's gonna get an LR. But yeah, I think this could work theoretically because we still don't have a LR Dokkan Fest Final Form Frieza. And I think there's a lot of characters that we don't have as a Dokkan Fest. Kid Buu is one of them. But I still am shocked that we don't have like a Final Form Frieza that's a Dokkan Fest, because considering when you think of Dragon Ball Z, the villain you mainly think of is Frieza, because Frieza showed up and was hauling ass. He was beating everyone. He was the strongest in the universe, and it seemed like, he wasn't going to be able to be beaten until he was. And then just how prevalent he is. Like, he's been back a lot of times. He's like the flagship villain of Dragon Ball. Whenever you think of a villain of Dragon Ball, you think of either Frieza or Cell. I guess Buu too. Kid Booster, Buu. So one of those three, obviously. But yeah, it's still shocking that we don't have that. But obviously, this could change because we do not know what else we're getting this year. We still have 4 more months in the year until it's time for Annie. So we don't know. I would not mind this at all, because if it is this would be a great time to easy A these characters, because they're definitely old. Standing with these, especially the Goku and Vegeta, because these guys were so cool. They had amazing animations, but they just weren't that good. So that could work. And then the tag Goku and Bardock could be really cool, because we have a tag Goku and Bardock in Dragon Ball Legends that people don't use it anymore. But when he first came out, it was cool because they introduced a thing called Indestructible, to basically where once you would lose your health, you would still be alive for like a couple seconds. Even though I don't know how if Dokkan does this, I don't know how they would do that for the game, unless they did something to where they like can survive a hit. Basically, kind of like angry Kamehameha Goku that has that on his passive. So basically, if you get hit by a move that would kill you, you survive with 1 HP. So maybe they would do that or something. I don't know how they would do that, but I think it'd be really cool if they did do that, or if they made these guys like for the anniversary. But anyways, let's see what people are talking about with this. Standby Goku introducing a new aspect in which he can either transform or use a Spirit Bomb after collecting all charges. Okay. I wonder how that would work, but that sounds interesting. 70% charge for Super Saiyan. If you can't hit the charge, though, it gives base Goku additional damage reduction or support. Hold on, is bro cooking? LR LR Dende about to carry Dokkan for real. 3 times active skill for strictly healing and a revive. Let's go. Actually, that would be, or no, maybe if it was like an LR Dende, maybe it could be something to where, maybe instead of an active that does that 3 times, maybe you're able to, like, you revive if you get KO'd. But I guess Dende would have to, I don't know how they would do that, but it could be something like that. Don't forget the leader skill, all types keep us. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You know what would be cool? LR Bardock and Goku reverse exchange, but when one of them dies, Goku or Bardock, that side of the unit is gone, and the remaining goes Super Saiyan. Both get a revive, and when they die, it auto switches the other one into going Super Saiyan, and they're the standalone unit for the rest of the battle. That would be pretty sick. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on, is it bro cooking? Because that would be sick. That would be pretty sick if they did that. Will they? I have no idea, but that would be pretty sick if they did that. That's what I meant. Okay, you just meant type. Okay, cool. Holy shit, that's a great idea for our concept unit. I'm gonna go do that right fucking now. The mechanic, I ain't using Goku and Bardock. Who are the characters gonna be? I'm very curious. I spent like 15 minutes trying to decide, and I'm gonna go for a what if Super Vegeta and Super Saiyan Trunks, where one dies, you become the other as Super Saiyan 2. It was sort of inspired by the Sparking episode in Sparking Zero, where the pair then face off against Cell, but would be a twist, but to fit the revive skill. Holy peak. It could work. It could work. I'd rather this be next year's global download celebration. I would absolutely love that, but is a standalone Dende, how would that work? He's not really a fighter. Probably similar to Bullo, where Vegeta appears to protector. In this case, it'd probably be Gohan. I think a celebration of this will have to be a part 2 that features Resurrection F, LR Frieza, Golden Frieza EZA, Ant Blues EZA, Tech Frieza SEZA, stuff like that. Forgot the Ant Blues even existed. Honestly, bro, if I didn't see Legendary Red's video on like something to where they were mentioned, I honestly forgot they were even a thing too. And it sucks because the concept of those guys are really good, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I did not like their animations. It looked very. That's not a hot take. I think everyone didn't like their animations, but I just really didn't like how their animations look, especially Goku's. Goku's didn't look that good to me. Vegeta's were all right, but just Goku's looked weird, especially when he did like the 1-inch punch. It looked weird. It looked choppy, but yeah, I mean, if they got a good easy, I think people would use them again. It's possible since Anniversary will 100% be long content fights to age off these units. I can see double transform units and the transformation Super EZA. I'd gladly take the Part 2 duos over Part 2 Resurrection F. Would love to see what Dokkan original animations. Would love to see what Dokkan original animations they do for a LR Frieza SAS Cooler. Even though, technically speaking, I think we already have like something like that in the game that's free, but we haven't gotten the final part yet. But we do have that. Shut up. Y'all need to learn how Super EZAs work. There is zero role in how they work. They already SEs a character that EZA in the same year. The Transformers did what? What are you talking about? What? Anyways, Goku Piccolo makes far more sense than a standalone Goku, in my opinion. There are so many EZAs lined up. I was planning on putting together a concept myself. Dokkan need to take notes from you. Namek Go Goku, Bardock Goku tag unit. Yeah, and Yeah, in all. Yeah, all in both. Could not ask for better. I really want a LR Super Saiyan transforming Bardock in a new Super Saiyan Namigoku with voice transformations. I need that shit now. That is true because we haven't had an LR Bardock, guys. It's almost midnight. We haven't had a transforming Bardock since the one we got. What, in 2019? You know, the one that was good, but then aged out, and they got an easy A, and then so it could work. Could work, but I don't know. We are really overdue for a transforming full power Frieza or a revival Final Form Frieza. I'd personally like a Goku that starts in Kaioken, standby for the Spirit Bomb, and then revival attacks into Super Saiyan. It kind of be like Super Saiyan for AGL, but instead of a giant mode, it's the GT Duo Spirit Bomb mechanic. And yeah, I don't know what a Goku plus Bardock and a Frieza plus Cooler would look like. Wait, what? I also don't know who could look at a Goku and Bardock and a Frieza plus Cooler and not think it's cool. Okay. Bro. Bro. This could work. This could work. The idea that it's crazy to think about the ideas that people have for this game, and unfortunately how this probably will not happen. I'm gonna be honest, but it could happen in some way. I hope it does because, people. I think people a couple days ago were saying something along the lines of, "When is Dokkans gonna do another original character for the game?" Because Legends has Shallot, and other games have. Xenoverse had Toa and Mira. Other games have. Some games have original characters, and Dokkan doesn't have that. And you think they would, but you know what? No. Prediction. Crackhead theory time. What if? What if they pull a Fire Emblem Heroes and follow me on this one? Follow me. Okay, I'm gonna bring the mic closer. Okay. What if they pull a Fire Emblem Heroes? And what I mean by that is, in like a certain chapter of when you clear it, you finally see what your summoner looks like. So what if Dokkan does the same thing, because Trunks is leading us somewhere? So like, what if the original character is us? You know what I mean? I think I'm onto something. Like, what if that's gonna be the big surprise? Or, like Bro was saying with the end of service celebration, what if that's the final hoorah that they do for the end of service celebration? They're like, all right, guys. Whenever they kill the game, if it ever dies, but what if they're like, all right, guys, we're ending service, and since everyone's been asking, you're able to make your own OC, and then the game just dies. Like, what if that happens? You know how, first of all, you know how based that would be, and how very upsetting a lot of people would be. But in actuality, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I think this could be a really good like anniversary idea. Since it's been a while since we've had a Super Saiyan Goku, a Namek Super Saiyan Goku, and they could do so much with that, because I imagine if it is this, the only thing that sucks about it is I don't know what his intro would look like. Like Goku's intro, I don't know what that would look like, because if it was Super Saiyan Goku, then obviously the intro could probably just be Frieza killing Krillin and then Goku going Super Saiyan. But since it would be Goku and Kaioken, I don't know what they would do, unless they do it to where Goku like powers up into Kaioken and that's it, or they add more. I don't know. I'm sure they would figure it out, but I think this could be a really great 11th anniversary. If this is it, once again, we have no idea, because Dokkan does not do things by the books. They'll be like, all right, guys, so we have a theme going on right now, right? Right, the first Dokkan character that we released this month was a character from Super, right? We released MVP 17 finally, because people want that. But for the part 2 of this, let's go all the way back to Dragon Ball, and let's do a Dokkan Fest. You guys are probably thinking Tao or Sonos, or you're probably thinking, why not just stay in Super? They could do full power Jiren. It makes sense because 17 helped defeat Jiren, and up until when Super was ending, Jiren wasn't the final villain, but you get what I mean. You can just do that. Boom, there you go. 17 Jiren. Boom, part 2. But no. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go way back. All right, you're probably thinking, oh, cool. We're gonna get super perfect Cell because 17 is an android, Cell's an android. No, wrong. General Blue, Dokkan Fest, General Blue. It's like, what? So, Dokkan definitely does things in a very bizarre way, and a lot of it does not make sense. But I don't even know where I was going with this. I was setting that bit up for so long that I lost the plot. But anyways, I do think this could be good if this does happen, even though I probably would. Honestly, I don't know if this Bardock would get a super easy A. That's the only thing. I would probably think I'd probably add on the tech one, the tech Dokkan Fest one, because he came out 2-3 years ago. So I imagine he would get an easy A2 here, but I don't know. But we'll just have this. We'll just have this here in case this does happen. And if it does happen, well, then bro must have stole Trunks' thing and went to the future and been like, I saw the future. I know what's coming for our 11th anniversary. And obviously, if this does happen for our 11th anniversary, we're getting top grossing throughout every part. Because, once again, we don't have a Dokkan Fest Final Form Frieza. People would love that. Especially, they would do good with the animations. Goku and Bardock would do really great, especially with the concept that someone said to where, if one dies, then the other one goes Super Saiyan, and that's it for the rest of the battle. We'll go crazy. We'll go nuts. Frieza Cooler. Yeah, people like Cooler. People like Frieza, so I think this would be a really good anniversary. There would be a bunch of content and a lot of stones to get. And, yeah, I would summon on this personally. Would you guys summon on this? Or would you guys just say, nah, man, 11th anniversary's buns. I would not summon on this. Sucks, bro. Give us, something else, give us something I don't know, man. I can't even think of anything, but, yeah. Oh, no. Give us a Gohan versus Cell for the 3rd time. I wouldn't mind that, but not for Annie, I guess, considering we got a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan oh yeah, we going for 10th anniversary. Whoops, forget about that. But yeah, I would summon on this, and I think a lot of others would too. But definitely let me know what if you guys if Amatu was like, all right, guys, 11th anniversary, we're gonna give you guys the mic and let you decide what characters would you want to be there and why. I don't really have a pick right now, but yeah, definitely let me know, and I guess we will see if this video ages good or bad in 4 to 5 months. But till then, I'll see you guys in the next one.